Uh, are you starting with me first?
Yes.
Uh,
All right. Let me go out of
I should be
here.
done
Let me
with
say
this
hi to
show now.
everybody. We are live. We're here with Mr. Jack and Miss Kalea from Youth Services. They're going to be doing a
Well,
couple of live drawing session for us. It looks like Kalea is doing. Is it a link?
Yep.
And then I had to switch back and forth, so bear with us. And Jack is doing some of his artwork for one of his upcoming web series characters. So if you guys have any
yeah.
questions, you definitely can let me know.
Do you still hear an echo?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just switch back and forth. I am going to see if anybody's saying anything. I'm gonna get on my other Facebook page because I can do multi stuff. Multi.
I'm going to share this right now.
I'm gonna show Kalea's progress.
Yeah, this is usually the messy work that I start off with.
You always gotta start off somewhere.
How do I get rid of it?
What'd you do?
I'm trying to get rid of the audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just put all the way. There you go.
There we go.
All right. So,
I'm going to share.
so what I do when I do my drawing is I put my characters in different layers. So Naya, the cat, is in one layer. Else, the witch is in another layer. Then I divide my foreground, my midground, background, and this is all little details that I put back there. And then I did my clouds separately. And then I do a palette, so I kind of have an idea of what colors I'm going to be using.
I like it. I like all the little swatches of colors in the corner there.
Yeah, that's my color palette. So that way I stay within that family. It's always good to know what you're going to be using and doing before you jump in.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot less guesswork. Let's see. Do I still have my sketch here? Yeah. So I'll show how it all started.
Okay. Very rough.
So yeah, so I do a really rough. Like you can see, it's just gives me an idea of where everything's at. It's probably going to be delayed on the Facebook page, but when you guys see this, it'll be a blue screen. It'll be a white screen with a blue pencil, and it just gives me an idea of what I want, what it's going to end up looking. It's just kind of like brainstorming. Kind of like when I did my classes and I was telling you guys to just break down shapes. That's what I do with that.
You want to give us a little bit about your character here? She looks very happy with a little chubby cat.
So I'm doing a webcomic launching either later this year or next year. And it's about a girl that she lives in a poor town. So the only way to get out of being poor is to find an apprenticeship. And she ended up getting the apprenticeship she wanted, which was to make hats. And you know, if you're in fashion, then you could skyrocket and make some really powerful friends. But there's this tradition in this land that if a witch chooses you, then you're pretty much exiled and you have to go and be the witch's apprentice. So that's where she's at. She has become the witch's apprentice and starts learning that life is more than just social status and class.
That's cool. Cool. I like it.
And her cat is her familiar, very grumpy cat that really doesn't like humans, but is stuck with a witch since you don't get to choose to be a familiar. It's something that happens spiritually. So she doesn't get to choose who she wants to be her familiar, and the cat didn't get to choose who she wants.
Boo. That'd be something that I would get stuck with. Like, oh no, I'm stuck with you.
Yeah. But it lets me explore friendship too, and so I'm really excited to start sharing some of this stuff. But I want to make sure that it's done right, so I don't want to rush it.
And Kalea, you're doing a little bit of anatomy drawings on Link here.
Yeah.
You want to talk about your process using different shapes in the circles and things like that to get the form?
Yeah, I start off with the basic shapes. As you can see right here in the red, I start with a circle,
Mm-hmm.
and then I link it together with different lines. It's horrible.
You're fine.
No, it's just for me, it's hard when I hear an echo.
Oh, okay.
If you mute one of your things, not just the microphone, but the volume, put the volume down. It should stop the echo.
Let's see, I muted myself on the iPad, and I got rid of the audio on the iPad.
So there's no sound coming out of it?
There shouldn't be.
You sound good right now. I don't. Maybe it's certain angles you hear an echo.
Maybe. Okay. So, but yes, I draw circles so I can pick where each limb is going to attach. And then I draw like a straight line just to connect them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do a more detailed sketch of the anatomy. So right now I'm doing a Legend of Zelda character. This is a mother's gift from my mom.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because she loves Legend of Zelda.
I mean, it is one of the best games ever.
Yeah, I like it.
As they can see from the picture behind me. I'm trying to see. Bing. Do, do, do. I like the color you're choosing for her hair.
You're talking about Elf?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah, I'm playing a lot with folklore and mythologies, and redheads were always considered kind of witches in Irish and Celtic mythology, so I'm giving her red hair. Because a lot of the stories will be taking creatures from myth and folklore.
Nice. So I don't know how long the stream's going to last because we kind of haphazardly put this together. So we don't have Zoom, the higher version of it yet. So I think it's like 40 minutes. So we might end abruptly by
Yeah,
accident.
it'll let you know. It'll be like
Hopefully it does.
10 minutes left.
It's like, get
Just like
out.
that.
And I'm like, oh God, no.
Yeah. Do we have anybody here?
Yeah, we have a couple people watching. I can't tell. I'm too scared to click off anything since I have so many things running at one point right now. I see you guys 3 different times on my screen, which is crazy. I see it on the regular Zoom, I see you on my OBS, and then I see you on the Facebook.
Scary.
So I'm just like, oh, this could be done so much more easier. But we're doing it. We got it.
Yeah.
Mr. Ben Miller said, who's gonna draw Youngblood, baby?
That's Julio. That's all Julio.
That's Mr. Rob Liefeld. Maybe we can get him to come to our fan fest.
You actually can. Isn't he $65 to do something?
Yeah, but I mean, like, that'd be like a 2-second video.
Hey, it's still something.
That's true. That's true. So while we were here, if there's anybody out there that is an artist or vendor, we are still doing our virtual fan fest. You can find more information at MAPLD Fan Fest Facebook page. They have the Google link if you're looking to sign up for our virtual artist alley, or if you would like to do a panel or do a draw along like Ms. Kalea and Mr. Jack are doing right now. Please let us know. We would love to help. Currently talking to some bigger people. So, what's up?
I'm pretty big in Japan.
Just Japan?
Yeah.
Wait, you're big in Japan?
Yep.
Don't believe anything he says, Kalea.
I was about to say.
It's okay. You're fine.
Right now, I have a reference photo, as you noticed. And I'm using it to draw out the outfit.
Looks good. I like the pose.
Thank
I like
you.
that you used a reference, but you also changed the pose of the character. So you still referenced using a guideline, but you still made it kind of your own.
I'm thinking the legs are too big.
It could be a dynamic pose.
Look at them thighs.
Look at them thighs. They're amazing. Anybody likes Teen Titans.
That's the only Teen Titans Go episode I remember.
Let me see you lunge. That's what happens when Raven takes off her cape. Everybody's like, ooh, legs.
Okay, but let me... Yeah, I'm going to do this. So what I'm using is the Procreate version of the lasso tool in Photoshop. So I'm going to outline this part, and then I can readjust the shape. Also, I'm using Procreate to draw this.
I could say that you are drawing on an iPad.
Yes.
And you're using Procreate, which is a free software, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And then Mr. Jack is using a Mac desktop, but he also has a Cintiq, but you can also use other versions, which are the Wacom, the Bamboos. You don't always have to worry about getting top-notch equipment for drawing. You can just start off with a laptop or a desktop in a very simple, what is it, like 60 bucks, 80 bucks for the Bamboo one?
Yeah. I think a lot of people get focused on what equipment or tools people are using when you should just focus on your technique.
Yeah.
And then you can make anything look amazing. But yeah.
And then you always don't have to start off drawing digitally. Kalea, you also like taking pictures of your work, your sketches, and then you do it digitally from there, correct? Yeah. And sometimes that's what you do too, Jack, right? You scan some of your work, but you've been doing more digitally now, but before you used to scan some of your work in.
Yeah, before I used to draw it, ink, and then ink it on, digitally. Sometimes I would ink it traditionally too with India ink.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, it's just because of space. I've been doing more digital. But learning art and doing as many different mediums makes it so much more fun too. Never be afraid to try something new.
I see your picture and I think about the Totoro song.
Well, that's good.
I'm going for that.
Kind of Ghibli inspired.
Totoro, Totoro.
I think it's kind of like if I would describe it, it's kind of Adventure Time yet Ghibli-ish. You know, at least that's what I'm trying to portray.
Yeah, I remember I told you like when I was seeing the image, it made me think of Nino Kuni a lot.
Yeah, I mean you can't hide your influences.
Also, if you don't know, if we'll probably share the link, or I'll have Miss Kalea do it for Utes page. Nerdist just said that one of the creators from Totoro was doing a Totoro draw along, so I thought that was really cute.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not Miyazaki, but
When is that? when is that happening?
I don't know if he already did it and he like recorded it and shared it, but it's on the Nerdist Facebook page. So I was gonna get us the links for that because, of course,
You gotta share it.
Of course, all of us in this chat right now love Miyazaki. So.
All right, I'm done with sketching.
Let me switch back over to you for a little bit. Nice. Cleaned up very nice.
Yeah, usually I do a really rough sketch. And then I go in and then do a solid ink drawing. So, yeah. Just a small layer.
I like that I'm the only one that's not doing anything right now. I'm just doing this in the background.
You're moderating.
I'm moderating and I'm like giving jazz hands. Yeah. Go Jack and Kalea. I don't know why noon feels very early to me.
What do you mean?
Like I'm still like half asleep.
Yeah, it's noon on a Saturday. So.
Yip yip. Yip yip. I don't know where our dog is at. Oh, never mind. She's behind me. She scared me.
Yeah, and I just shared this video on my page.
Okay. Good.
I don't know if it's still live, like on this page.
It's live. We're good. Cause I have I'm ridiculous. I have my laptop on the floor, and it's live on my page. I'm a little obsessive.
Yeah, I opened up Facebook on my other screen too.
Yeah. See. Thank you.
Making
Grazie.
sure.
Hi to everybody that is joining in live and giving us a little bit of a watch. I appreciate that.
Thank you for the support, guys.
Yep. Support your local libraries. We do a lot of hard work. Except for me right now, I'm not doing really much of anything, but jazz hands. My whole mission is to just make Kalea laugh today, that's all.
Well, you're doing a good job.
I know, you're like, it's not that hard. I'm pretty much a goofball. And we are talking about doing an Animal Crossing event, so we'll see if we can put that all together.
Ooh. Just get amazed by everything you guys do.
It's a lot of work. I'm amazed that I'm still like, let's do something different. I still got the motivation. But it's fun because like I think even though we miss our patrons and we miss like the what we thought was normal as a library, it's kind of fun to explore what we haven't done.
Yeah.
And like try things that are new and be innovative and just I don't know, kind of be fearless because we don't really know, how long this digital thing is going to last, if we should keep doing it, regardless if everything does go back to a new normal.
Well, the
But
digital thing it's the future.
yeah, it really
And
is.
the future is now.
Future is now. Future is
I don't think it's
nigh.
going. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think people are going to realize that a lot of the things we were doing we could do from home and possibly.
Or do it from both. Have a live event at the library and stream it. We're basically engaging a whole different target audience when you're online. Um, nothing beats face to face, seeing a live concert, going to see a presenter, having the, food, different programs for food and things like that, or even like our fan fest. It's nothing beats the, in person, but there's still ways you could even do a fan fest in person and still, do panels online.
Yeah, it's going to be a hybrid of what we've been doing in this.
So we got about 21 minutes live on Facebook.
It's already been 21 minutes. It's crazy.
Yes. Yep, 22
Yeah.
minutes. Yep.
So, since they're not asking questions, we should just ask questions ourselves. Kalea,
Yep.
You said you're like Kalea.
what got you into drawing? What made you want to be an artist?
The weeb in me was watching anime.
The weeb.
The weeb in you is strong.
But yeah, before I got into anime, I was watching cartoons, and I wanted to draw those cartoons. So I would put a piece of paper on the TV and try and trace the characters out. And eventually it went to me having my own sketchbook, just constantly sketching in school. That was the one thing I got in trouble with. Was sketching in school.
I got in trouble for sketching my professors. I would make drawings of them.
Oh my God, you did in college. I forgot about that.
Not just college, but yeah, I continued in college.
No, but the one professor who saw himself when he drew him and he was like, oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was not flattering. But yeah. God, Kalea, if you were my sister and you were drawing in front of the TV, I would have totally threw a pillow at you.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm going to give you a book or something. Draw in the book. What are you doing? Down in front.
Yeah, and it went from TV to horses, because I did have a horse face.
Aww.
I did too. I took out a how to draw horses library book because my dad loves horses. I was trying to impress him.
Yeah, my mom had bought me a bunch of different how to draw horses, and then she also bought, the plastic horse figurines.
Yeah.
Yeah, she bought those too.
My dad did that too. He collected those.
I mean, it goes without saying that your dad did it because he's Hispanic.
He loves horses.
I know, but I remember when I went to your house for the first time, he had so many little statue horses, and they were really cute too. They were really, some of them are really detailed. Once again, everybody that is stopping in to say hi to us, thank you for coming and giving us a little bit of your time on our Saturday afternoon. Ooh, the hat.
Are there still Saturday cartoons?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if there is. There probably is. I mean, there's never a lack of cartoons on certain days, but the vintage, the feel of waking up on Saturday morning and having the lineup, I don't know if they still have that kind of thing.
No, they got rid of that.
They don't?
Nope, they got rid of it, and I got upset.
You're like, I took that personally.
Yeah, because how you're gonna take away the kids' nostalgia of waking up on a Saturday morning, eating cereal, sitting in front of the TV.
Doing this.
Yeah, that was a thing, man.
Yeah, it really was. It was Saturday morning cartoons, and then
we were done with school for the week.
Done with school, I'd play video games with my next door neighbor, and then we'd go outside and cause trouble. Then we would come back inside, eat something, resume playing video games, repeat, go back outside.
I mean, kids still play video games, but they don't do the rest.
Your line work is pretty nice, Kalea. Is that a tool you're using or just a brush stroke?
Yeah, it's the brush pen.
Brush pen? Okay, that's nice.
Yes, this is what I use for my line work because I like the solid, straight lines that it makes.
Yeah, it's not wobbly. Like when I try to do it digitally, I always get that, that shake in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually when I get to this phase, I know for a fact I'm done.
You drew way too much, Jack.
Well, I mean, it's just I don't have to finish this on this screen.
I know, you were just all like, oh, you're like, I'm going to do this for tomorrow. I'm like, that's a lot. That is so much.
That's better than me. My plan was to have my line drawing and everything done so I can also just sit here and color.
Yeah, I did my line drawing yesterday because I was like, yeah, I don't want to like keep erasing and going through stuff. Like,
well, it kind of worked though because you guys both showed different processes. You had your rough sketch and you showed your line work, and then he showed, the next part of it, the coloring and laying down flats. Oh, thank you, Colleen, for letting me know. We do have a question. Question comes from Nancy. She asked, when you are writing a comic or story, how do you choose what scene you want to illustrate?
What do you mean?
Like if you're drawing, like if you have a story and like, for example, like, like your splash pages, if you have a story in mind, how do you figure out that scene to illustrate? Like this one right here.
Oh, well, you want to go, that kind of goes with direction, like movie direction. There's certain scenes that make more drama. Let's see if I can bring something up. So there's scenes that work better as a splash page because they kind of are the climax of the drama. Mm-hmm. And then so the smaller panels, the way you break down panels, basically it's your timing. You know how in a movie there's cuts, mm-hmm. And so you want to set the timing of your reader. The smaller they are, the faster kind of intensity it builds. If you want to slow down the story, then you make bigger panels.
Okay.
At least that's how I go about it. People have different ways of doing it.
Well, it's kind of like the creative process when we were talking about one of the comics we're working on, Tales of the Cryptic Closet, too. Mm-hmm. We were talking about the story for like the one I was working on. I had like, you have a story flow, but then there's dynamic scenes that you want to portray that will bring home the story.
Yeah, like so if you're going to reveal an enemy or a character, you kind of want to reveal them in a splash page so you could show the character to the reader. But building up to it, you want to do smaller panels so that you kind of let them know that something's being built up. Like,
I am so sorry if I'm not seeing some of your guys' comments. I don't know why it's
I
not
think they're in a
popping.
different. They might be in the other page.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how
In the
it's.
regular Matson page?
Yeah, I mean, I saw some, but I'm not quite sure. Like I said, I don't want to click off and mess something up. Because it's so, we did this so janky.
I think it's fine.
Well, we can always go
Well,
back
like,
in, guys, and we could always answer some of their questions in the comments too. So we can go ahead and do that, or we can always live stream another time and just take up the questions from there too.
so like, I could go back to that question you were asking about thing.
Yeah.
My file loaded.
Okay. Let me flip over. There you go. Oh, we got a little pages from the last unicorn. Book 2
Yes.
preview.
So the way that I did this is I'm setting up the story where the boogeyman is kind of having some feelings towards the unicorn. He did something to the unicorn that he's kind of regretting. So as you can see, the panels are being broken down where you're seeing more facial expressions. So I chose to do more facial expressions. So the panels are smaller. You kind of able to read how each character is feeling towards each other. And then as the drama starts building up, I do smaller panels and reveal the enemy with the splash page.
Go back to the one where he's coming out of the little sack. It's so cute. He's so chubs. Look at him. Aww. A little chub with a little baby horn. Baby little unicorn horn.
So yeah, that's how I go about panels. It's just about timing and how you want to set up your audience to revealing something or to feel an emotion.
Thank you, Nancy, for the question. I'm going to try to see if I see anything different on my phone. I feel bad. It's so jank. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Thank you, Ben, for sharing the history of Saturday morning cartoons. For those who don't know and need to know. Yeah, because things are coming up weird for me.
Yeah, it could just be if you shared it on multiple pages, it could be questions on all their pages.
Oh, yeah. That's smart.
That's why I have my personal Facebook open.
Yeah, I think the personal one, Ben was on ours. Pew, 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 pew. Well, it's looking pretty good. You guys reached a lot of people.
Well, I hope they're seeing something. I know that I learned from looking at other people do art too, just seeing how they do certain things.
Yeah.
That's why I watch a lot of art live streams and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And then just
same with
asking
me.
questions.
So we're hitting 34 minutes on Facebook. I think we're kind of behind on the live feed. So we'll be coming up shortly. I'll let you guys know when I get a notification so you guys can say your last words. I'll say it
Your
all.
last one.
I'll say it like that.
It'll be our last words to say goodbye.
I like the way this coming out, Kalea.
Thank you. I have to fix the story.
I should have live dropped with you guys. Now I'm like a mockery out of myself.
You wouldn't have made a mockery. There's the thing. The thing is, it's the more you draw, the better you're gonna get. Like,
Oh yeah, it's like with any other practice.
just like earlier this year, I wasn't really happy where I was at in art, and it just you either could take it as motivation to challenge yourself to get better, or you could use it as an excuse to feel defeated. You know.
Yep. Totally understand that.
And we all have room to improve. Like, I mean, Pablo Picasso didn't start doing his famous paintings till he was a lot later, a lot older. He was doing some other kind of art, more traditional art before, and then he found his style. So I just keep telling myself that. I mean, I'm never going to be like Pablo, but it took him a while to find his style.
Yeah. How long did it take you?
What was that, Kalea?
How long did it take you to find your style?
I don't think I have my style defined yet. I still think I'm figuring out some things because I feel like at least I'm evolving though. Just from last year to this year, just from a couple of months ago to today, feels like my style keeps evolving. Do you feel like you found your?
In truth, no. I thought I found it in college when I was taking all those art classes, but it changed again once I graduated.
Yeah, it's always changing.
Ben says you're the Pablo Picasso of unicorn comics.
Yes, yeah.
No, it's funny because like Kalea has a style when she draws like certain people, but then her style changes when you do like D&D characters, and then when you do your dragons, your styles change. And then for Jack, his style changes when he does people versus when he does if he's trying to convey a real story or if it's a fantasy story. His people change on those two different like levels, and then his characters change. Like your cat, I've seen you draw so many different cats, Jack, and it's like they're different, just different like personalities in itself. Like this one's totally anime, but I've seen you draw things that it seems more like Tim Burton, kind of like Coraline. You had that type of feel to it, but like yeah, I just think it's the mood. I think when you guys get stuck in one style too, even though people say to find a style, it'll be easier to define your I don't know, just who you are as a person. I kind of feel like it's fun when you get creative and you choose different ones.
Well, that's the one good thing about anthologies, though, is that you could experiment. That's the like in Lush when I did RM, I experimented with how I wanted to draw that, and I'm experimenting with Tails right now. I'm going really anime on it.
Yeah, you have a really nice. He has one panel, Kalea, where this girl's pointing, but it was so like, um, what is it? Phoenix Wright, all objection, screaming. Like the minute you see, it, you're like, oh, that's anime. You're like, that's manga influence.
Yeah, because if you were to go to my Instagram page, you will see that my style has changed. And it changes drastically depending on what I am drawing.
Yeah, I think like not knocking anybody that has a style, but like I don't know. I feel like art is kind of like music too. It kind of evolves with you. So I don't know. I just for me, if I was an artist as like you guys and doing that, I probably wouldn't stay in one style. I would feel like I was stagnant or just like you know what I mean, not
Yeah, but the only
progressing.
thing about having a style is that at least people could tell that you did it, and it kind of becomes a thing, you know.
Yeah.
If
Right.
you're constantly changing, then look what happened to Metallica. Fans get fickle and leave you.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's one issue that I'm facing. I'm scared that if I keep changing my style, people will not notice what art is mine and what art isn't.
Well, unless you have a style
Yeah,
for certain things, though, like certain like storytelling, or if you do your D&D and it's one style, then it's like a category of styles, but it's still your style.
oh, tell that to Metallica's fans.
What happened?
Tell that to Metallica's fans.
Whatever. I forgave them. I like her cape. Her cape is pretty.
The poncho.
Here's a poncho. See how Kalea's doing.
Yeah, it's decent.
So we're reaching 41 minutes on Facebook. I don't understand if it's. I don't know if Zoom's gonna knock us out or what's going on.
Maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't. I don't think I was given anything as far as. No, I don't know. No, I don't have any other credentials for it, so it's just a free
Maybe
one.
Zoom's being nice.
Maybe. I doubt it. I don't know.
Maybe they changed it as COVID went on, continued.
Probably not.
No, they're gonna want people to pay.
Oh, yeah. Well, we should probably be reaching the corner on it some way. I wish you could show us the time on there. Hmm.
I'm gonna start adding color. Now, how I normally do my color, now that I found a faster way to do this,
Mm-hmm.
I use the lasso tool to outline what areas I want a certain color. And then I fill in the base color.
Oh, okay.
Because before, since I was used to hand drawing, I would always hand paint everything.
Mm-hmm.
But this lasso tool is so much faster and easier.
You're finding the cheats. Getting it done quicker. You guys have any guidance for any young artists out there? Would you recommend them try, how to practice?
Um, Not necessarily young artists, but anybody that wants to start art, just do it. Don't be scared of mistakes, and draw as much as you can. And also, if you're starting out, look for art that you enjoy and that you really like, and go ahead and draw that art. Draw that a lot, and try to figure out why you like that. And then you could do kind of mix ups, like if you like a certain artist and then you like another artist, and once you start getting better at it, then start using things that you learn from just drawing their stuff.
You hit all the good points. For me, I've had several kids ask me, "Oh, Miss Kalea, how do you do that?" And most of them do already have a drawing tablet. So what I tell them is start with drawing circles. Because that helps with your hand-eye coordination and it helps you get the feel for the tablet.
Yeah.
So I tell them start drawing circles. It doesn't matter what you're trying to draw, just start with circles.
Yeah.
Then do curved lines.
Just to
Then
get a
do
feel
straight
for it.
lines.
Yeah, that's true though, because a lot of times the technology itself makes people apprehensive. You just got to just get a flow and get used to it, just like anything. Riding a bike with training wheels.
Yep. And you're never too old to learn something. Like I'm literally learning Maya now, and I've never done Maya in my life. So it's scary, but just do it.
We're reaching about 46 minutes on here on Facebook Live. So, like I said, I'm like not sure if it's gonna get cut off or if maybe we bypass something the way we did it.
Don't know, but it's working.
Yep.
Oh no, my pen is dying.
No. We could always wrap it up though, if you want, in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think we could. If this goes out, we could do the hour.
Don't worry, I will go at it with my finger.
Or we could go until the pen dies.
You're like, no, pen, no.
It's too late. I started with drawing my finger.
Like, it's okay, I got skills with my finger. Check this out.
Yeah, it's just right now, I'm happy my pen died after the sketching.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I would not be able to do this with my finger if I had to sketch this. Oh, one other thing I remember my kids kept saying was they felt ashamed showing me their sketchbook because most of their artwork wasn't finished. My thing is, don't worry about finishing the artwork. You'll get to it eventually.
Yeah. And then the thing about a sketchbook is not your portfolio. It's where you want to just make mistakes and doodle. Like don't try to make everything you sketch into a work of art that's going to be laid up in a museum. Because even Da Vinci, if you look at a sketchbook, there's some really rough sketches, and this is a guy that did amazing pieces of work. But that's where you just want to make your mistakes in the sketchbook.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed of it. Because it's the mistakes that make you learn. Like I know when I do something that I really like, I feel really proud and I'm happy, and I see that it starts getting likes on social media. But it's like it doesn't really do anything for me as an artist. What's gonna make me grow is messing up and going like I could do better.
Right.
Look, like my first unicorn book, I look at it now and it's like I could do better than this, and that's the motivation that you should be getting from stuff like that. Not to be ashamed of it because we didn't always know how to walk. We learned how to crawl first. So don't be ashamed of your baby pictures as you're crawling. That's you learning something.
Aww. That's so cute.
Shut up.
Well, it was a good way to put it, though. I mean, because like it's a starting point. Instead of feeling bad about where you came from, you should be like, "Wow, look how far I came." It's the point of view that you look at it.
Oh yeah. Actually, if you want a starting point and ending point, let me pull up 2 pictures. Let's see.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll flip it to your screen.
I'm just coloring bushes. You can put the hair screen.
Okay. This was my starting point when I was trying to figure out how Procreate works.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Okay.
It takes a second for it to load. Okay, now you can switch it.
Okay. So this was my starting point.
Okay.
Had no idea how the brushes worked. Had no idea what any of this software does.
You're like, I'm just gonna doodle and see how it comes out.
Yep. I was trying to figure out how this highlight tool works.
I mean, you had the highlights in the right spots. I mean, I would want the wig if I was cosplaying. So,
It actually doesn't even look bad.
no, for like you not knowing what you're doing with the tools,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
My Procreate starting point is way worse than that.
See, this was another one.
That's just you playing around though.
Yeah, this is me playing around, and don't be afraid to play around because, of course, when you're starting out, it's not going to look that great. You're learning.
Yeah.
Now, let's go from this one to now me finally knowing what I'm doing. But I'm still testing out brushes and figuring out other stuff that Procreate can do.
Yeah. Do you have any of your dragon drawings on your iPad?
Let's do I have it?
Really like some of your dragons that you've done. Ooh, that forest one is nice.
Actually, this one was a test one that it was already there. Actually, no, none of my dragon ones are on here.
Boo. Next time. That's cute.
Yeah.
I like that one. Yep, and the more you get it, the more you find, like you said, like you find some sort of like thing that you like to do, shortcuts, tools you like.
Yeah, and this is me just testing stuff out within the month.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Jack says, you have to draw every day.
Yep.
Yeah, you could tell the people that draw every day with the people that don't, because you see exponential growth. I've seen some people that started in Instagram, and then within a couple of months, their art has become so much better just because they put in the time.
Yeah.
So unless you've drawn 100 drawings and then 100 drawings more and 100 drawings more, don't be so hard on yourself. Because there's some of us that still can't draw feet.
I wonder who that is.
And some of us still don't know how to draw hands.
Yeah. That's one challenge that I did once, where I challenged myself to draw 100 feet and 100 hands. And I feel like I got a little bit better, but it's some people are still good at it. I mean, the hand itself is so intricate.
Ben says, "Young blood, baby." Lucy.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Lucy said hi.
Hi, Lucy.
Hello.
Lucy is an old co-worker of Jack's, but also a very big supporter of his art. We thank you so much, Lucy. Hope you're doing well.
She was my old supervisor. I'm still the best supervisor I've ever had.
Aw, that's love. So we're reaching about 54 minutes, guys, if you guys want to go up to the full hour.
Yeah.
Will the pen hold it?
Well, no, she's on her, yours? Because she's on her finger already.
No, mine doesn't get charged. This is a magical pen.
He said this is a magical pen.
Yeah, they don't these don't charge.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot.
Yeah, they get charged by just putting it up to the screen, which is kind of weird. It's black magic.
That's cool.
What's not cool is the price tag on that thing.
Oh yeah, if I lose this pen, might as well just go back to traditional.
Yeah, my sister did not believe me that this Apple pen was $100.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She was just like, Kalea, why are you spending so much on a pen? I'm gonna use this pen.
This pen is very sensitive to this tablet. Okay, it's gonna make my drawing skills amazing.
You just don't get it.
You just don't know me.
And she's gonna freak out whenever I get the money to buy a Cintiq,
Oh yeah.
the giant tablet.
Yeah, the bad thing about them is that I bought mine 5 years ago or 6 years ago, and it's already becoming obsolete, and it's getting harder for it to be maintained with the new technology. And it's like, why? Why can't you just make it compatible with everything?
Oh, that's horrible. Because you spend so much money on it.
Yeah, but it uses a DVI cable, and all the new computers, they pretty much don't use that anymore. So it's kind of scary.
Yeah. So much money.
Just for it to become obsolete?
Yep. I think our dog is smart enough to hear that her food was being poured.
Mm.
I'm super hungry with nom noms.
Man, thank you, Ben, for sticking around. You've been here since the beginning. That's awesome.
I know, after all the times we harass him when he does a live stream.
Yeah.
Which we're still going to do, so.
Yeah, but his streams are way shorter than this.
Yeah,
So.
totally shorter. So, yeah, kudos to anybody that's been out there from the beginning. Thank you very much for supporting us in the library.
Yes, thank you.
Adrian said that someone should draw him.
Wait, which Adrian?
Adrian. The one from South Holland, I want to say.
Oh,
I drew him as a cat.
Adrian, you're the cat. You're grumpy. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ben says he could watch and make quesadillas. I'm going to say quesadillas, like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, so far I have 9 people watching on my page.
Yeah, our reach was pretty high when we had it up there, so that's pretty good. So
I'm not checking my personal page. I'm sorry if anybody did go to my personal page.
yeah, we thought about like, let's just share with everybody. And then, oops, wait, hold up. We had to moderate all these? I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention, or my follow through was bad on that.
That's what I
All right, guys, you crossed over the 1 hour mark.
All right.
You guys want to show your
Woohoo!
you guys want to show your finals, what you guys have from the beginning? I'm on your screen, Kalea, right now. So
Okay, what am I doing?
all right, so she started off with a very rough sketch. She laid down some
Hold
flats,
on.
cleaned it up. You have the there you go. Thank you. Nice.
So
Nice.
okay, this was the beginning.
Cool.
And now this is so far what I got.
All right, there's just a little lag, so I'm just trying to make sure I wait for it. All right, cool. Awesome. Came out real nice. I like it. Got that attitude and that little lean. Got that mean lean.
Well, you know how my mom is.
Yes, small but mighty. It's okay, just like my mom. All right, so let's go to Jack's. All right, that's your. Let me wait for that to load. Okay. All right, Jack, we're on you. We got the rough line work showing.
Yeah, so I did rough pencils, then I inked those.
Okay, the lines are coming up. Boop, boop, boop.
And then what I was doing during this stream was adding some color to it. And that's all I got in an hour.
Hey, it's not bad. The cat's adorable though. It's
Yeah,
so
I like
it's
the
so
cat.
chonk. It's such a chonky little cat.
I could show the cat sketches.
Oh yeah, the cats. Look at the cat sketches, Kalea.
Give me a minute.
Of course, you had to have the cat butt sketch. I think that's
Well, I mean
that's like a guarantee go to. Look at the cat.
yeah, you got to get the cat in all angles.
The cat is so cute.
All right, guys. Any last things you want to say to anybody that's out there watching us?
No, thank you for your support, and don't be afraid to draw and make mistakes.
Yeah, now is the perfect time to test out your drawing skills.
Yep. And if you guys have any questions for Mr. Jack or Miss Kalea about drawing, please let us know. You can leave a comment in the video on the regular libraries page or the youth services page. And we hope to see you guys soon. Maybe we'll try to do this again. Maybe.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
goodbye.
definitely gonna post up the final of this one.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, guys. Yeah, you guys definitely. We'll post up the finished pages if that's okay with you too, Jack.
Yeah, mine's gonna take a while.
Yeah, well, we'll post it up once it gets there. But thank you
Okay.
guys for coming out and supporting.
Yeah,
Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and happy Mother Days to all the mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Thank you everybody who watched.
All right.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.